I'm Ingrid, and this is your daily charge. So I want to read Matthew 28, starting in verse 1. It says, "After the Sabbath, at dawn on the first day of the week, Mary Magdalene and the other Mary went to look at the tomb. There was a violent earthquake, for an angel of the Lord came down from heaven, and going to the tomb, rolled back the stone and sat on it. His appearance was like lightning, and his clothes were white as snow. The guards were so afraid of him that they shook and became like dead men. The angel said to the women, 'Do not be afraid, for I know that you are looking for Jesus, who was crucified. He is not here, he has risen, just as he said.'" And then looking at verse 11, it says, "While the women were on their way, some of the guards went into the city and reported to the chief priests everything that had happened. When the chief priests had met with the elders and devised the plan, they gave the soldiers a large sum of money, telling them, 'You are to say his disciples came during the night and stole him away while we were asleep. If this report gets to the governor, we will satisfy him and keep you out of trouble.' So the soldiers took the money and did as they were instructed." And I share this because I thought about, I'm learning a lot about really just focusing on Jesus and focusing on him in the midst of so much that can be distracting during these times. And what stood out to me the most in the scripture, because I've read it many times, is the guards and their actions. And in this story, these guards, they report back to the chief priest what had happened with Jesus. And they were told, okay, don't say anything, we'll give you money, just keep your mouth shut, basically. And these guards, they accept the bribe. And I thought about the fact that these guys, they had to make this decision on their own. And because of their decision, they stood in the very presence of the greatest miracle the world has ever known and missed it. They completely missed the miracle of Jesus' resurrection, all because of their love for money, all because they were focused on something that wasn't God, that wasn't Jesus. And I honestly think that that can be us, that can be me. Some of us miss God's miracles. We miss the miracles in our life that God has placed in our life because we're distracted, because we're focused on money or success or other things that we want, or the desires of our heart. And I think about missions. I think about so many other things that we can easily try to take care of on our own, and we miss the miracle, just like these guards. And so my encouragement for you guys is to see the miracles in your life by, one, being courageous. I look at Mary, the two Marys that were here, and they were pretty courageous. Many times the angel said, "Do not be afraid." In fact, he had to repeat it because they were terrified. But they had to be courageous at a time like this. When I'm scared and when I'm terrified about a situation, my temptation is to make a very calculated move. I'm like, okay, well, if I do this and then I take this away, then it'll all work out. But calculated moves don't leave any room for God. They don't leave any room for his miracles. So be courageous. Number 2, bring company. You see that Mary Magdalene came with the other Mary. They were both there. Truly, two are better than one. And they both got to see the miracle. When we're struggling to see miracles in our lives, bring someone along. You're struggling with pride. Hey, I want to fast for humility. Will you fast with me, sis? Asking people to pray for you, that takes a lot of humility, but bring company. You are not in this alone. You don't have to be in it alone. And really, like I said, two are better than one, because in this story, we see that they both got to witness Jesus' resurrection. And when you bring someone along, they witness the miracles with you. Number 3, count your blessings. After this happened, both Marys, they went and told all the disciples. There are so many miracles in our lives on a day-to-day basis, and if we don't count them, we'll miss them. Anytime something good happens in my life, Lindsay and Gina are like the first people I tell, because I'm excited about it and I want to share what's happening in my life. And I want to encourage you all to do the same. Share the miracles in your life, share what God is doing. And with that, I hope you have a great day, and I love you guys. Bye.